Okay everyone, so let's get started with taking our 5-location state diagram and coding that up. I'm just going to walk through the example that I had, and you can follow the same type of steps to code up your one. It's very similar to what we've done before, so I'm going to go through this a little bit quickly. I might skip through some of the steps. I just wanted to show you how it might look to take the state diagram and convert that into code. Okay, so we're going to start with the green circle, which is the starting location. We'll start off with from goodies, import star, and in this example, all we're doing is just text. In the next video, I'll show you how we can start putting images into our code as well. So let's start at our starting location. The name of the location, we're going to start off with the label. Okay, we're going to start off as a label to represent the name. Okay, so the name goes into the label right there. We do that because we're going to use this label later to go to it so that other locations can go back to this location. Okay, so that's the first part. In the description, we're just going to use a print statement to do the description. You are at a busy intersection. Okay, like that. And then with the choices, all we're going to do is just print some buttons. Print button. We've got north. Okay, we're just going to copy this. North, east, and west. Okay, so I'm just going to run this now just to check. There we are. Looks pretty good. And I'm going to do the wait for button clicked. Not wait for button clicked. Wait for button click. Okay, good. And then from here, we're going to check if is a button clicked north. Okay, we are going to go to the next location. Okay, so here if we're going, actually, let's do east first. So if is button clicked east, we're going to go to the skyscraper. Okay, so go to skyscraper like that, and I'll just leave that for now. And obviously, if you run this, it's going to be a problem because we haven't done the label for the skyscraper yet. Okay, so if you get an error when you run that, that's just because we haven't done the skyscraper label yet. Okay, so we're going to do that right now. Let's go through here, label.skyscraper, and we're doing the same thing. So this is now our second location. We're doing the same pattern, print. You are at the entrance to a tall skyscraper. Okay, and then we are going to just print the button. West, you can only go west. Wait for button click. And then if is button clicked west, then all we're going to do is go back to the intersection. Okay? So here we should be able to go east and then go west. East, west. Okay, so you can see it's appearing like this, but it's the text is kind of displayed right after the button, so it doesn't look very good. So one thing I'm going to introduce you to here is using the clear function. So what the clear function does is it clears the whole screen. And what we're going to do is to use the clear function at the start of every one of our location so that every location starts with an empty screen and the text appears on the top left. Okay, so I'm just going to show you what that means. So every location now is going to start with clear. That means every time we enter a new location, the screen will get cleared, and then everything that happens underneath that will get redrawn from the top of the screen. Okay, so when we run it the first time, you'll see that nothing has changed because it starts off with a clear screen. So when we click on east, notice the screen has now cleared and we are down here. We go to skyscraper, which is down here. We then clear the screen. Notice the screen has now been cleared, and then the text then appears immediately underneath that, so we don't have the problem with the text just appearing underneath each other. You'll notice here I haven't actually printed the button, so we'll go and fix that now. Okay, let's try that now. East, west, east, west, and notice when you are going west from the skyscraper here, if button click is west, we go back up to the intersection, so we go back up to this label, and then we clear the screen again and then display it. So that's why we have the text appearing at the top there. Okay, so east, west, forever. Okay, so let's go through and do the other ones. And I may just fast forward through some of these because they follow the same pattern. But the next thing is we are going to do the, let's do the gardens. Label gardens, print clear. We start off with clear. And then location. The botanical gardens. Print button south. Wait for button click. If is button clicked south. Then here we're going to go back to the intersection. Okay, so go back to the intersection, and then the thing to note now is here we now can go to the gardens. Okay, so if is button clicked north, we can now go to the gardens. Okay, so let's check that now. North, gardens, south, back to the thing, east to the skyscraper, west back to the intersection. So next thing we're going to do now is the other location, which is the hall. Actually, I might do the button clicked first here. So from that first intersection, if is button clicked is west, go to dot hall. So then we're going to do our hall down here. Label dot hall. Print. No, let's clear it. Print. You are at the steps to the town hall. Print button. So here we can go east. We can also go inside. Okay, and then we're going to do if. Wait for button clicked. Okay, if is button clicked east. Then we are going to go to the intersection. Go back to the intersection. Intersection. Okay, let's just check that. Let's go west. Oh, wait for button click. I keep making that mistake. West. Okay. East, west, east. Inside doesn't work at the moment. That's okay. Alright. And now let's do the last one, which is going inside from the hall. So from the hall now, if is button clicked inside, go to dot stage, and then our final location, label dot stage, clear, print, you come up on stage to collect your award. And I'll just do another print here. The crowd applauds wildly. Okay, and then maybe print, game over. And that's our final location. We don't need to put buttons here or anything because this there are no more choices from here. So let's run that now and check this all out. If we go west to the hall and then inside, we win. Let's check it for other locations. North and south still works. West and east still works. East and west still works. Okay, so everything else still works. But you can now win by doing that. Okay, so that's how you would take our state diagram and convert it into code. So well done if you get to this stage. You've managed to take a pretty complicated state diagram and made it come alive by taking it and converting it into Python code so that a player can actually play through your game.